Today I'll tell you how to read stories to your child in English. I have chosen this book, The Story of Little Red Riding Hood. It's a very old book and a classic story, as you know. And actually, the way how to read the stories to your child. Actually, when you read story to a child, you do not read out the story. Actually, you act out the story. You have to actually, because it has to be a little bit dramatic when you read stories to your children. The tones should rise and fall. Your pitch should rise and fall according to the lines of the story. Let's see. There was once a girl who always wore a red cloak and was known as Little Red Riding Hood. One day, her mother asked her to take a basket of cakes and goodies to her grandmother who was sick. Be careful and don't stop on the way, warned her mother. I will, mother, promised Little Red Riding Hood. But on her way through the forest, she met a wolf. Where are you going, Little Red Riding Hood? Asked the wolf, smiling. I'm going to see my grandmother, said the little girl. Why don't you stop and pick some flowers for her? Suggested the sly wolf. What a good idea, thought the little girl, and she quite forgot what her mother had said. The wolf took his chance, and whilst Little Red Riding Hood was picking flowers, he rushed to the grandmother's cottage and in a moment had gobbled up the poor old lady. Putting on the grandmother's cap, he lay in bed waiting for Little Red Riding Hood. When Little Red Riding Hood came, she thought it was her grandma in the bed. What big ears you have, Grandma, she said. All the better to hear you with, my dear, answered the wolf. And what big eyes you have. All the better to see you with. And what big teeth you have. All the better to eat you with, snapped the wolf, and jumping up from the bed, he gobbled up Little Red Riding Hood. But as the wolf was leaving the cottage, a poor woodcutter saw him. Swinging his axe, he cut the wolf in two, and there were Little Red Riding Hood and her grandmother, safe and sound. They were so grateful that they asked the woodcutter to share the good things Little Red Riding Hood had brought in her basket. I certainly won't talk to wolves in the forest again, said Little Red Riding Hood. This is the way you read stories to your children and try it out yourself right now. Thanks for watching the video and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Bye bye.